Hi, it's Maria from the Tarot Shop, and in this video we're going to take a look at a brand new deck in stock called the Lustrous Lenormand. I have to say I was really excited for this deck. I saw it on the publisher's notes, I think it was a couple of months ago now, and I've been waiting quite, I'd probably say a little bit impatiently to see what Ciro Marchetti was going to bring. And that's because if you know the Lenormand, then the last deck really that he did was the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. And actually it's one of the decks that I feel brought us more onto a visually, or like larger cards, a little bit more glossy, a little bit more glamour, if you like, really. So I believe that he brought a little bit of glamour into the Lenormand, and so I was desperate to see these guys. So this is the booklet that comes. This is the box. Sorry, let me just put the box. It's quite a large box, so it's a flip magnetic one. It says on the back about his style, so you can see they're bursting with colour and detail. 47 cards. Answer your questions and inspire your practice. It's faithful to traditional card imagery, but each one is emboldened by his award-winning style. And for those of us that love Ciro Marchetti as I do, I don't think it's going to disappoint. So that's the box, and in the book we have the usual index, and then you have couple of pages for the card. Now interestingly, he's put the traditional meaning, imagery, why he chose the image, what's the thought behind it, process behind it, work, love, health, and daily advice. So you can do the Lenormands on a daily. I don't tend to use them for single cards, I must admit. We tend to use certainly two. One's an adjective and one's a noun. So let's have a look through the book, and then at the end of it he gives you a practice on how to run with the grand tableau, which is the largest reading that you do with Lenormand. So that's the book. Let's have a look at the cards. I'm just going to pop that to one side and slipping around it. So you can see already that they're narrow, they're narrower and smaller. So they're in between size of a normal Lenormand, which is about, say, yay big, versus his Gilded Reverie, which is certainly larger, more like an oracle size card. So this is his new sizing here. And the back. Right, so let's take a look at them. So we have the rider. So you've got the number, the card, the corresponding card, traditional card, and the imagery. The clover. And interestingly, he's put the flowers in there as well. So then we've got the ship. There's quite a lot of detail in these actually, so I'm just going to pause in between each of them. What a lovely house. I'm moving in. This is the tree. Growth, opportunities, health. I'm assuming that if you're hanging around so far into the video, you actually are interested in Lenormand, so you know what the meanings are. This is interesting as well. He's got it here so that actually you've got the dark times behind you, or the brighter times, or behind you or in front of you. It depends where you are in relation to the clouds. The snake, very colourful snake. The coffin. Oh, the angels there. Bouquet or flowers. The scythe. Need to cut something out of your life. The whip. Now we should have two birds here, isn't it? So you can either choose these colourful birds here, flying away. I always say that they're flying away. So this one's flying away to tell everybody what he's just heard these two say. It's a bit of a gossip card, a bit of a social talking, chatter. And then you've got the owls, more of a wisdom. They see everything, don't they? And then they go and tell the others. That's how I tend to think of the birds. Child, the fox. Let me just do this way. The bear, strength and power. I seem to be a bit cack-handed today. The star, so we're navigating our way. Interesting stalk, very good, because it actually brings change. It's too late now, the change is occurring. You see, he's already in flight. I always think it's quite difficult when they're stood around with them, because it means it gives an impression of waiting, whereas actually the stalk is bringing the change. The dog, the loyal friend. Tower, Looks almost new agey, doesn't it? A bit futuristic. Whereas actually the tower is something that's very established. It's been around for a very long time. Garden, social gatherings. It's a nice garden. The mountain. Oops. Told you. All today. Choices. So sometimes this is called the way. Make a decision, one path or the other. And the mice. Eating away, nibbling away. It's stressful, that card. The heart. Ring. Book. Ah, this is interesting because I always, when you have the closed book, it really does kind of speak of the privacy of the card. Whereas actually this is open, so maybe it's just that it's hidden within, you know. Writing for the letter, words. And we've got the two men. You can choose either a younger or an older model, it's up to you. Or you can have both for the same sex relationships. Same with the females, younger, older, or same sex. So you make a choice there. 31 is the sun, the lilies, the moon. A bit of recognition, thank you. 33 key, fish, anchor, cross. We all have our crosses to bear. That's what this card means. Right, now we move into the realms of extended cards. So you've got the time, 37. It is literally time. Time to sort things out, time. The well is about hidden things. So as you know, within wells, you can't see everything on the surface. You have to dig deep to find the well. So it's hidden things. The dice is taking a gamble. So gambling, you know, taking a risk. The compass is about finding your way. The bridge is about the connection between one thing and another. So it bridges things. It's a connection. The masks are about disguises. So a disguise, something's disguised. You can't see it. Labyrinth is a problematic card because obviously it's quite complicated and it's a puzzle in front of you that you need to navigate your way through. But obviously when you find the center, then the treasure is there. So it's a bit of a nuisance stuff to go through it. And then this is the magnifying glass, which is a closer look, number 44. So when you get this, you need to take a closer look at something. Lovely, aren't they? So these are the Lustrous Lenormand by Ciro Marchetti. Okay, so thank you very much for your time.